Ann Linde.
Hello, dear Minister. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you right now. And I would like to mention that I'm not a politician. It's very sad for me, and I have never been one. It's very difficult for me, first of all.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Actually, I have spoken to Svetlana Tikhanovskaya several times. She always say the same thing, that she's not a politician. She's a wife and a mother, but she has felt that now there is history has placed something on her, and she has to do it, even if it was not her first priority.
We do understand her.
I was really a little bit surprised that when I spoke to some of the women organization in Moscow, they actually said that women in Belarus have served as a positive and inspiring example for them, that women could play such a big political role. I have for many years been a friend of Russia and Russian civil society. I was a friend of Boris Nemtsov. We organized a seminar together in before he was assassinated. I firmly believe that the best way to improve the situation in Russia is by increasing our interaction with the Russian society. And of course also we will have further discussion on further restrictive measures, and we will for the first time use the EU's human rights sanction regime, the one that is known as the EU's Magnitsky regime. Mm-hmm. And I have just met with the Parliament EU committee and said that we support further sanctions.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
As I know, Lavrov has said that in Sweden too there is some samples of that nerve agent, and as it was discovered by the experts of your military laboratory. And this is a big problem because they have a speculation around this.
And the thing is that it was Germany who asked our laboratory, it's our defense institution, to help them to detect if there was any nerve agent. And you don't have to be able to produce nerve agent to be able to detect nerve agent. And the answer was positive, and the answer was given to Germany, because it's Germany who asked for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have spoken with some German partners about the pressure of the Russian government to stop the construction of Nord Stream 2. You know that it's a pretty painful issue for them, and I know that there are discussions in your country about this, for example.
Now, I have to be honest to say that a majority in our parliament wanted us to put sanction on Nord Stream 2, but from our side, that would be to sanction Germany and Austria and Belgium and Holland, who are companies that is financing and building the Nord Stream 2. Mm-hmm. And I think we should concentrate on sanction against Russia. We don't want to have sanction against Germany. If it would have been possible to stop Nord Stream 2 earlier, that would have been another issue. But now we will never ever have a unified position to stop Nord Stream 2 at this point, and that means that it will only show that EU is split, and it will weaken EU and strengthen Russia. And that is not a good thing in this position. We need to have a strong, unified message from EU towards Russia. And if we bring up the Nord Stream 2, there will never, ever be a majority, because the sanction will be against EU companies. But let me just tell you one thing, just for you to be prepared, that sometimes that what happened when it came to sanction against Belarus. it happens sometimes that some countries want to have results on an issue that is not connected with this issue. So we don't get a unanimity, and it takes time then. And that happened with Belarus, that it was 2 months delayed because we couldn't get unanimity. And that was not because we didn't want to have sanction. It was because it was used in a political game, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to say to you, if it's not a decision, it might not mean that it's not going to be. It might be that it will be delayed because of some political reasons for someone who wants to gain something in another question.
We understand it, but let me be a little bit brief. I'm also embarrassed to ask, but the fact that our democratic organizations now need funding, including for new investigation against Russian officials, and it would be great if Sweden would help us, for example, through Sweden's Government Agency for Development Cooperation.
Well, actually, we have about 38 million euro for support to civil society and human rights defenders and so on during the coming 5 years. I'm not sure about the details with that, but I think that it's possible to, if you can have a contact with you on or via the embassy, if it's possible, because I don't know the technical details of those issues.
Yeah, you know that the problem that we can't use it openly now. You know that there's some laws that Russian Parliament adopted recently about foreign financing. So we could use it through our representative office in Ukraine or in some Baltic states.
I think that maybe we should not discuss this on the phone.
Yeah.
But I think it's possible that someone else can talk to you after our call.
Yeah, sure, of course. We could reach the agency, of course. And I also would like to clarify the OSCE's position on the ban of some Russian TV channels in the Baltic states, as well as opposition channels in Ukraine. You know that they also were funded by Russian.
I think this is, of course, a very difficult issue because anything that has to do with freedom of the press and things like that is very, very sensitive. I know this was one of the issues that the Russian journalists asked me on my press conference with Foreign Minister Lavrov, why there has been Latvian television that has been closed and so on. So there is the East Stratcom that combats disinformation and so on. So this is also an issue on the table, but it's very difficult. And you know, we are also during my visit there was a lot of disinformation. The press woman of Lavrov, Mrs. Shakarova, even wrote on her Facebook and Twitter that I was a member of the Navalny International
Oh my gosh.
and that I have spilled coffee on Alexei Navalny, and then we said that, well, unfortunately, but that is just not true. And then still they said it on Russian television that I was a member of the Alexei Navalny International Center. so very well aware of how they just use lies, straight out lies. So it is a very big problem, I have to say. But I will ask also for some of my people to contact you, but also to, of course, be a little bit aware of what we use when we talk.
I see we don't have a chance now, but I hope you see that there will be new elections in 2024, and I see that some of us could take a part there. Probably, if Alexei Navalny will be free and we change the situation, he could be a candidate for the presidential election, and probably Yulia even. I don't know now yet, but I think that you understand if some of us could be head of state, head of government, that it would be easy to discuss our issues with the EU than with current president.
As for me, I don't mind being a president. That's proven.
And that would be great.
It would be great.
So do you agree that it would be easy to talk?
Yeah, that's great to know.
Yeah, that's great.
I have to take a close. I will go to another meeting. We will have a meeting where we will introduce the new work of supporting trade union rights as human rights. Thank you very much for reaching out, and I hope we can keep in contact. And good luck to both of you. And
thank you very much. Thank you for your help.